Hang on while we're getting all this set up. Just give me a second. Here, I will leave the deck list right there. I just need to scooch my situation over here a little bit. Then grab a charger, and then we will chat about the deck and hop into a league. Get my fiance's computer charger. Oh, I know where she put it. All right, welcome to my first recorded stream. I'm going to be archiving this on my YouTube channel later, which will be in the link down below. I guess talk about the deck a little bit before we get going because it'll be archived. We're trying out Claim Fame today. I haven't liked K-Command very much in these white versions because you get a little clunky after sideboard. I probably have too many threes. So I'm trying out Claim to Fame, and it's been all right. It's got its times. I like the main deck Ranger. Frees up a sideboard spot, and I like going over the top. The Liliana is the best card that we have for grinding. And besides that, it's all pretty much the same. Only 2 pushes, 2 Tarfires, 2 Dismembers. You know, I like to have a good little mix. It's pretty self-explanatory. In the sideboard, the Ghost Quarter here has been an uptick in regular Tron, so I want this Ghost Quarter to be able to look for. Want some Ancient Grudges just to have help, because we don't have K-Command. We want the help in the Affinity matchups. And then we've got our kind of versatile removal. Well, this is our more of our anti-graveyard package right here. And this is good against the any company decks, Kitchen Finks decks. Maelstrom Pulse is just flexible. Painful Truths. I kind of wanted another card to grind with, and I don't own Liliana Last Hopes, so I'm just playing this instead of the Last Hopes. And then we've got our Souls. I almost cut the Kataki, but I think I just want to respect Affinity because I don't have the K commands. So now that we've chatted a little bit, let's jump on in to the league. No, not that one. Leagues. What one's what we're going to play? You got our play points on. And let's get matched up. That was quick. Probably quite a bit of modern players this morning. Oh, my follower goal is messed up. Still says 4. Should be 0. So we currently have not gotten anybody. Our opponent's tanking on whether they want to play this morning. Maybe they're afraid. Yep. Scared our opponent out of playing us. Jabberwocky's already got 2 trophies. What a guy. Okay, so this hand here is pretty subpar, but I don't think this could be anything. We've got 4 lands. We're 2/3 of the way home to Delirium. We kind of have an out versus an unfair deck, so I think I'm going to keep this. No, I'm going to ship this back, actually. Bring back Affinity is who we're playing. I can keep this one. This is just a redraw that's going to do us damage. We already got 3, 5, 7. So I'm actually just going to put this on the bottom. Let's check out what we've got on top. Swamp. We do want Swamp. We're going to need another land at some point. So, and then we can... Well, this can't fetch Stomping Ground. Yeah, we're going to draw this. And then I think we're just going to Thought Seize our opponent off of our basic. Okay. So, we got to take Plating. It's kind of a problem with our deck not having decays or K commands. We kind of always have to take Plating. So we'll grab that. And then we'll see what the worst our opponent can do to us. Our hand's a bit rough. Well, Fatal Push is a good draw. It means we've got, like, the Ravager. So, Blink Moth. So, he drew that. So, he's got 4 cards right there. Okay. Alright, that was a pretty good draw. So, now that kind of makes our decision here. We've got to get Overgrown Tomb that can't fetch Stomping Ground. We'll play a big old Garmatoif. And then we're going to be pretty patient with our life total. And they play Ravager. Nope, they play Etch Champion. That is a problem. So 1-2. This makes it the 3rd artifact. So I can go... Yeah, the problem is I can't touch these artifacts here. And he's just going to play the Etch Champion next turn. So I'll probably just dead here because I can't deal... I can't... Because my list doesn't allow me to touch these artifacts. I mean, I'll need something like land... Cranial Plating, probably. A red land... Death Shadow, Teamer, Battle Rage in my next like 2 draw steps, but I'm gonna attack because we're not attacking here. He might just think like it's a confident attack where he just might take us. Yep, he does. So do I want to push anything right now? I probably just want to push this to Pump Goyf, and then we'll just pass. We got 5 damage in there, which is what we're gonna need. Okay. Probably dismembering this in response to the Ravager. Or I'm just going to dismember the Ravager. So let me think. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make this 7. So it's 2-turn clock regardless of what I do. Because of how the dismember is going to line up with our hand. How do I get him to mess up? I guess we can do this at the end of the turn. Clear away for our Tarmogoyf. Yeah, like hope he attacks here. Then... I guess just make him do it here. Because he didn't attack. I believe it's going to give us another turn. Grab some more coffee. So he just sacks the Ravager. Doesn't do anything else. That's step 1. So he attacks me for 4. Guess I'm going to try and attack here. Can't block. See what happens. Yeah, he just calls me. Worked last time. 7 viewers, guys. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday morning. Darksteel Citadel. Okay. So this is 5. So I'm dead. I'm even dead next turn through. Well, I guess I'm not. No. Yeah, I'm dead next turn no matter what, probably. So what does this do? Fetch Shock. Tarfire this. Can't deal with this. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, so let's check out our sideboard in here against Affinity. I know to start, I don't want bring back Jund Death Shadow. That's what we're doing here, John. So I don't want these Claim to Fames. I don't want Veils. I don't want Ranger. I know that I want Lingering Souls, Kataki, an Ancient Grudge. I don't think I want Street Wraith. I don't think I want to be like hemorrhaging my life total that much. I could want like 2 Street Wraiths and cut 2 Thoughtseizes for kind of the Delirium help. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Go something like this. And then bring these in. It's a lot of cards. I always feel like I'm over sideboarding. That's just so many 3s. So with these many 3s, I have to be definitely cognizant of like, I might have to go traverse for a land when I don't necessarily want to. So, but yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. MTG Jun City. Yes, sir. There's just something special about Thoughtseize and Tarmogoyf. Yeah, this is just an absolute heater. Like, I mean, it's not very like to call it a heater is wrong, but we have access to Kataki on 2. So like, you know, that's where we are with our life here. He leads on Welding Jar. Oh, this is going to be so good. This is so good. All right, going to get Godless Shrine. And then this is probably going to be an Overgrown Tomb. And show me the money, sir. Oh, this is always so annoying to deal with on Magic Online, like when I can have the priority, because each of these is like a separate trigger. Okay, so we just sacrifice everything, pays for his land. We're going to clock in for 2 next turn, do nothing from our opponent. All right. Clock in here, play Tarmogoyf and fetch land. This game's just probably over. The hands where Affinity leads with like an artifact land and not a Glimmer Void or a Nexus, and you've got Kataki, are just absolutely brutal. It's not even like we have to worry about Edge Champion this game, because he's not going to be able to get to Edge Champion, and we've got the Flaying Tendrils to deal with it. Okay, so do I want to change anything on the draw? I think I want more discard in the draw. So I think I'm going to cut these, bring back in my Thoughtseizes. There's an argument for keeping in Claim to Fame because it rebuys my Kataki. Because if he didn't have all of his... Because we saw Basic Island from him, and we know that if he doesn't... we saw Basic Island, so that might mean that he's not playing red? I'm not sure. Maybe I could cut like a Thoughtseize for a Claim to Fame? Maybe just rebuying our Kataki / Death Shadows are that important to have the pressure. I think I'm going to keep 1 in. Yeah, I think we're going to run this back. I mean, we just saw how effective. I mean, we all know that Kataki's super effective, and maybe that should be more centralized to our game plan. So this is one of those hands where I've got like removal, and pressure, but I've only got 1 land. I've got no way to find more lands. And I would be inclined to fetch Overgrown Tomb with my first land. This is hard. Because, like, no matter how I fetch, I believe that this is going to be a mulligan because I want to be able to cast Tarmogoyfs. So I think I'm just going to mulligan this. This hand's not much better, but at least I can cast my spells. Let's look for some... That's a spell, so I think we're going to keep it. Okay. I guess we'll lead off with the basic here. We're going to be playing... It appears we're going to be playing a long game here. So it's Galblast Star back in. Hey, what's going on? What is going on? So we're going to take the Steel Overseer. We have the next Steel Overseer covered. That's like one card that gets really out of hand fast. It allows us to not be able to trade Lingering Souls. Okay. So we've got, he played Mountain, Overseer. It's a good draw. Yeah, I'm just going to play this. Hit this now. Preserve my life total a little bit. Finally got a fake empty. 10 tickets red? What the hell is 10 tickets red? All right. Okay, I just split a sleeve. Okay, so he plays Darksteel Citadel. His last card is Galvanic Blast something. I should scooch this chat over a little bit. See what I draw. Okay. So I go to 13 and cast Lingering Souls, which has got to be the game plan here. He has nothing worth pulsing. We're definitely going to be conservative with our life total after this because we don't have any way to really deal with Etch Champion. And we know that he's got 4 points of burn sitting in his hand. What if he's going to fire one off? No, he just fires off on me. So that makes me think he's definitely got another one. All right. What could he have? This isn't turned. This is turned on. I guess we can make him do it here. This discard spell's not getting any better. Spark Elemental, Goblin Guide, and Swift Spear, and no fetches. Yeah, that sounds like a modern deck. Just double Gal Blast. Okay. So I think we figured that was what our opponent had, but it's good to I guess it's good to know. Well, that doesn't make any sense to say it's good to know, but okay. So I think we're just, what do I need to play around? So I kind of want to attack with everything, but then I've got to play around. So if I attack with everything, pulse this, hold up my Fatal Push, I can play around Arcbound Ravager or Cranial Plating onto the Signal Pest. Yeah. I'm going to play aggressively here. I believe we have to end this game we should end this game as quickly as possible. This kind of feels like a crappy use of a Maelstrom Pulse, but I think it's worth it here. I would love to draw a Death's Shadow. I probably should have played my land, so if we draw another Lingering Souls, I can play it and flash it back. Okay. So I'm just going to let this happen. I'm not going to use my Fatal Push on this. Like, I don't want to use it on I want to use my Fatal Push on a creature that can do damage. Okay. All right, let's see what they are drawing. See if that changes anything. Glimmer Void. Okay. So they go down to 10. Play this, pass the turn. So we know they've got Glimmer Void X in their hand. Okay, that doesn't do anything, right? I mean, it gets double strike. Does it take a turn off the clock? No. So the Glimmer Void's in play. Once again, I'm not going to kill these. Like, I'll just wait here. Maybe try to kill it next turn so I don't just die to a Spell Pierce. Well, I guess we've Spell Pierce covered. All right, so we're never using that. And then we're going to pass again. Okay. I probably should have pushed this, because now, yeah, I think I just killed myself, not thinking. Well, so I can do this in response. He's got 1, 2. I guess I'll hit this right now. No, well, no, because he attacks with both, and then he can just Ravager onto this. I need to kill this. So he eats it, and then goes eat, and then kills me. Yeah, he kills me either way. He might not do it. Maybe he'll... Wow, he didn't do it. Okay, so now I've got to leave back 2 blockers. Yeah, he just didn't go for it. Right, I was dead there. If he just goes sack, I guess if he goes sack, and I have anything, then he dies. So now I've got to block both of these. Now, do I want to rage? So if I rage onto this, so if I rage here, so let me block here and then think about if I want to rage. So I think I want to rage right here so that this lives and it gives me, or he's got to go sacrifice basically 2 things to get on this. So I think this gives a double strike. So I think I'm going to rage on defense on this spirit here because he's going to need to give, so double strike. He would have to put 3 counters on this, which means he'd have to go, or 2 counters. So you have to sack this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to rage this. Little defensive rage here. Barbie, I'm actually recording this stream here. Oh, no, did I click on his? Oh, gross. Good old misclick, MTGO misclick there. Oh, that sucks. Ornithopter, okay, so now that's lethal. Stop spamming words or phrases. Yeah, we just misclicked early in the morning. Yeah, and now we're just dead, I think. So we'll just pass again. Yeah, that wasn't good. So, John, are you talking about on Magic Online? Because, yeah, I just misclicked. I think I was dead. So, wow, he's not attacking with this. Wow, this guy is just like... This guy just wants to give me the game here. I guess either. Never played. So... Magic drafts cost money to play in. Like, drafts are... What does he got here? Signal Pest? Okay. Drafts are more expensive than... like, you have to pay like $15 at a store to draft and $12 on Magic Online every time. That's not counting if you can win anything or not. All right. Can I traverse for a Kataki and have it do anything? I guess, I mean, my opponent's been playing pretty sheepishly this entire time. So... I might as well try it. Yeah, I mean, if you win, you're all set. So he definitely should put all of his counters onto his Signal Pest, then save everything, but make sure he saves Ornithopter and Signal Pest. And then I'm dead. So people who really obsess over the format, they just accept that it's something that they do occasionally and that it'll cost them as well. It is incredibly difficult to go infinite drafting. Yeah, man, we're playing 25 lands Death Shadow. Like, what more do you want from me? So I definitely misclicked in the early, like on that rage. Probably could have gotten rid of this or at least committed some resources. But we just didn't draw. We did not draw appropriately. That one. Yeah, it is incredibly difficult to go infinite on Magic Online drafting. I think that no matter what, it's going to cost you probably like, I would say if the best drafters, if you go like, if you average 2-1, then it'll cost you something like $5 a draft. Oh, thank you, John. Oh, my Streamlab looks like it's got all messed up here, and the lines didn't matter. Yeah, the punt, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, like, with how that draw lined up. My opponent had me dead many times. It just never really went for it. I can keep his hand. Got our claim fame, our the card we're trying here. $15 viewers, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the support. There's an Inhuman Drafter limited format. Said they were mostly a drafter and MTG, and I thought, so you have to pay every time. Obviously can't do that all the time, right? Yeah, so, all right, Spire, Bluff, Canal. So I think I'm going to bobble myself. I like my top card. I'm going to just go Blood Crypt, fetch. If I don't, I'm going to go Overgrown Tomb, or Blood Crypt, Thoughtseize versus Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, so the best drafters, I would say, still don't draft for free. Teamer Battle Rage. I don't think I want Teamer Battle Rage against Spire, Bluff, Canal. So I'm going to get an Overgrown Tomb. Thoughtseize our opponent. Yeah. Okay, so... oh, my Tarfire doesn't kill these Barals. Okay, so I can't stop Baral. Maybe I just should take Gifts Ungiven. I think I'm gonna take Gifts Ungiven because then he's got nothing going on. If I had a Fatal Push, I'd take a Baral, then push a Baral, but I'll just take this Gifts. Then hopefully we can get Liliana down. I agree, Nilla. Draw land. It's not the worst. Shivan Reef, Baral. Okay. Well, that land's the worst. So I actually can't fetch Stomping Ground, so never mind. So I'm just going to get Overgrown Tomb here. Get my beater in play. And at least we're going to be able to cast Liliana next turn, and we probably just go up with Liliana. I'm not going to Edict this Baral, because he just doesn't have anything going on. And I will... He's peering. Okay. So we know 3 out of the 4 cards in his hand. Past in Flames. So, yeah, here we go off to the races here. Manamorphose. Yeah, I'm super dead here. Maybe I should go so you get fewer lands. Maybe. Gifts is the appropriate choice. I agree. And I feel like I'm probably dead here. What a day. We're getting wrecked so far. So he's got 5 mana. Past in Flames is gone. He's got a Baral in his hand and 3 cards. Yeah. I have seen enough. My opponent confirmed has a win condition in their hand. Okay. So, I want Spell Bombs. I want Pulses. And that is probably it. I don't want this. I don't want Claim Fame. I probably don't want Tarfire. Well, Tarfire does kill the other one. I'm not sure that I want all of this removal. I just played Shadow Jund on Friday. Didn't go well. Couldn't get Goyf bigger than a 3-4 Shadow and a 2-2 both games. I do think I want tendrils for Warrens, Nilla, if I can get enough room. Yeah, that's just, you know, Spiegel, that's just kind of the how it works sometimes. So let me think. I want all my discard, I want my Street Wraiths, I want my Lilianas and Pulses. I need to cut 2 cards, potentially 4 cards. Do you think Tendrils is better than Tarfire? Neither of them hit whatever it is. Hit Baral, which is kind of a big deal. But we're at 60 right now. I don't think I want to cut the Dismember, because then I've only got 2 removal spells that kill any of his guys. Yeah, I think I want to keep the Dismember here. The Rage just takes a turn off the clock. I think I'm going to run this back. Yeah, I think this is what we want here. The Tendrils are definitely like, I would like them. Maybe the Tendrils are better than the Pulses, because this also sweeps up whatever it is. Goblin Electromancer. That seems pretty loose. Don't want to cut a land. Actually, I don't want to cut a land and bring in another 3-drop. So we're just going to submit here. Alright, I would like to lead off. Alright, we got to ship this one, unfortunately. And this hand is fine. We're going to be able to do the Bobble trick, turn 1 Delirium, which is going to kind of get us going. So I'm going to bobble myself here, because it's just more powerful for me to, I think, execute my own game plan than to worry about. Because, like, there's so many cards. He has a very few set. Like, this is basically going to take only... I don't want this. This is going to take only a, whatever it is. This is reserved for one of his creatures. So let's bobble myself. Rage. I don't want Rage. Getting your only swamp. 1 basic deck, scoop to Blood Moon. Yeah, we pretty much scoop to Blood Moon. We're going to look to get just a good enough clock before we have to worry about Blood Moon, which is our line. We're just going to hope to find an answer. All right. I mean, if we're not going to draw a threat, that's like the next best one here. So this is a very redundant hand. What do you do with this Scry? He put a card on the bottom. I think I'm just going to take Ritual, and next turn take Empty. And then sit behind Spellbomb. Oh, Maelstrom Pulse is another good draw, so maybe now we don't have to take this Empty. No, we have to I'm still probably going to take Empty just to harass him. Hold the phone. Thoughtseize our opponent. So Thoughtseize Shock puts me at 11. So I'm going to Thoughtseize. Whether I'm going to play Spellbomb or Traverse is what really matters. So let's take a look. So now, what do you do with this? He went top. So now I'm tempted to just take his Manipulation here. Well, I think I'm just going to take this Empty because I don't want to spend next turn, because we might not just draw another land. So, and I definitely want this Traverse to be a threat. So I'm just going to take this Empty. And then do I Traverse for Tarmogoyf? How big is Tarmogoyf? 1, 2. Tarmogoyf's a 5/6. But then I can't play Tarmogoyf and Spellbomb unless I draw a land next turn. I think I'm just going to Traverse for a Death's Shadow. Well, no, I'm actually just going to play Spellbomb here because I can Traverse, play Shadow next turn. Because like I can't play Shadow this turn, so it doesn't affect my clock at all. So I might as well just be defensive, be conservative. There's an island. There's an Electromancer. Okay. So we know his 3 cards. That's a very good draw. So now, do I want to traverse for a land, or do I want to traverse for a Death Shadow? I think I'm going to traverse for a Death Shadow. I would like to establish a threat, and we have a redraw next turn if we really need it. Then we shall pass. This is definitely kind of walking a tightrope here. Like, so there's the Scalding Tarn we knew about. Hopefully he doesn't force us to pop this right now. Pieces of the puzzle. Okay, so we know his hand. So what does he take? He's not taking... So he's going to take probably... He can't take either of these. He puts... Goblin Electro, Desperate Ritual. Okay, so... And then he takes Serum Visions. Okay, so we know the contents of our opponent's hand. They put a card on top. Top, geez. We need a fetch land. We need a fetch land like bad. Fetch land would be like the nut. My opponent attacks. I actually think... I think I'm going to take this. I mean, I'm tempted to trade, but I don't really think that I can... So he just dismembers this. Okay. I guess I'm just going to play another one. I guess I'm going to play another one, and I'm just going to hold this for like the critical moment. Try to see if I can get some kind of Past in Flames package here. So we have to worry about the card my opponent put on top. There's Serum Visions. At least that's not plus any mana. I'm probably cycling this Spellbomb no matter what next turn, if I had to assume. So he went bottom, top, Shivan Reef, Blood Moon. Let's cycle this. All right. So there's Manamorphose, X, then it's card my opponent put on top. So we're just attacking here like it's a straight race that we are currently winning. Whatever, opponent, like, kill me. They're going off from a very low base. So we don't have anything in their hand. And there's a Brawl. So now, that's pretty good for, I mean, it's fine for us. Like he can kill me with one of these anyways, so. Gifts. So I can't get, I gotta make sure not to give him Grape Shot. But then I think he kills me next turn. Alright, so we're just gonna cut off his card draw. Like, we can't beat his mana production anyways. If he's got a Past in Flames in his hand, then yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. That might be distracting. And then he casts this. How many spells is that? That's 8. All right. My opponent has got it. GG's opponent. Yeah, sorry about that. Like, I fiddle with my hands sometimes. This might be a quick league. I do it too, okay. I'm going to send this one back. Right? I mean, we don't want any of this. I mean, I guess redraw, nah. And we will keep this one. So I can guarantee myself land number 3 for Liliana. So I think I'm going to do that. I do not like playing with Grixis, to tell you the truth. I don't like... I think the deck's too clunky. Like, you want to be snapcastering back stuff. Like, 3 mana is a lot, and there's a lot of 3 mana plays in that deck. Oh, shit. Alright, Overgrown Tomb here. I'll be testing Grixis in, like, the near future, closer to the team event, because I'm going to play Modern at an SCG team event, and my teammates want me to at least try it. Okay. She's got double power plant. Chalice, Endbringer. I'm just going to take Endbringer. We're going to hope Liliana wins us this game. Not when you count Snapcaster Mage, Spiegel. Like, Snapcaster Mage, so that's what he drew for his turn. Snapcaster Mage basically turns... Snapcaster... what was I saying? Snapcaster Mage plus any card is a 3-drop. So... in that aspect, you have a lot more 3-drops than the Jund deck does. Okay, here it doesn't really matter. Maybe I probably should have not shocked there because it's not like I can play Death Shadow anyways. So here I'll discard this Traverse. I'm going to discard the Fatal Push in case... actually, we don't have any way to get this off the table in our main deck. So... yeah. So we know 3 out of the 4 cards. It doesn't really... I mean, as long we have to keep Liliana, and we should keep Blood Crypt. If he chalices me for 2, this is actually... maybe I should have taken a Chalice to play around Chalice for 2. Because now, like, Tarmogoyf's not even an out. No, so we ditched the Chalice. Okay, so Tarmogoyf is still an out. Yeah, I actually don't think... oh, God, he ripped the Tron piece. Not Seer, that's bad. So we still got 5 mana. So we know all of his cards. That's pretty bold to just play this Thought-Knot Seer into a Liliana Edict. Well, we cannot cast that, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. Well, that was our out. So I'm actually gonna play this tapped. So there's that. And now we actually have to cash this Liliana in, which is pretty unfortunate. Unless I draw Dismember. Now I actually don't have to cash this Liliana in. So I think I'm going to attack, tick up, play Tarmogoyf, and then get rid of it next turn. None of these make Tarmogoyf any larger. This is the one it's, I mean, it's hard to beat when the opponent gets just natural Tron. He blocks. Am I missing something here? Oh, Jesus. This is the new desert. Yeah, good beats. Yep, good beats here. I was just not paying attention. Yep. Yeah. That card's kind of sweet. Let's see what we actually think about this. I thought this was just the return an artifact land. Sacrifice a desert. Exile all cards from all graveyards. Okay. Yep. Good. All right, so yeah, we're just going to... The sad thing is here is that now he can just deal with this Liliana next turn because in response he pings me. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Because I'll Edict it, and then he'll just ping me and finish it off. Which is sad, but... Yep. We'll have to pay attention to that next game. So we're basically just drawing the 2 Tarmogoyfs. Oh, any of the Scion? All right, yeah. We're done here. We are done here. All right, so it gets Eldrazi-tron. I actually don't know how good these grudges are. I would assume they're fine. Hits Chalice. Actually, I don't really like the Ghost Quarter in this matchup because they're pretty resilient to land hate. I don't want this Claim Fame. I don't think I want the Ranger Vioses. I don't want the Tarfire. I think I actually want 1 Tarfire to help with Delirium. He's got a lot of graveyard hate. I almost want to keep the Tarfires intact to keep my engine running. Fatal Push is like medium. It kills Matter Shaper and Thought-Knot Seer, which I'm not really excited about. Ever killing a Matter Shaper. He brings in Basilisk Collar too, so I definitely need the grudges. Two maps and 2 mines, yeah. Yeah, I don't like land hate against this deck. I would rather just like... Because what am I doing? If I naturally draw this, like, sweet, but I'm probably never traversing for this card. I'm traversing for, like, some way to kill them. It might be better than, like, Inquisition of Kozilek. I'll bring it in on the draw for an Inquisition of Kozilek because it can't hit. We might just get... Inquisition's not going to be great because, like, we want to hit map, and that's already going to be down. So... I might do it on the draw, where Inquisition doesn't really do anything. All right, we have a fine hand here. We have no like good threat, but we can go like play some bobble manipulation games here, redraw, hemorrhage our life total, and get a Liliana going with Ancient Grudge. I hope I just get to absolutely bitch slapping a whatever it is on turn 1. A map with this Ancient Grudge. Make my opponent cry. I'll definitely kill... If he plays a Relic, I'll hit the Relic. Also. I want either a Death Shadow, a Tarmogoyf, or a discard spell on top. Not keeping anything else. Tamer, Battle Rage. Nope, we don't want that. So I'll get Blood Crypt here. Cycling. No, we just have another land. Okay. So we get a redraw. Drew another land. We've been on the struggle bus this morning on the land category. God, just play a map, you jerk. Alright, so I'm going to fetch an Overgrown Tomb and then cycle the Street Wraith. All right, man. If we find a threat, our opponent's dead. Because, like, if we find Death Shadow, we're in good shape. All right, that's fine. We'll just smoke this right now. Okay, so I'll fetch Godless Shrine just to do myself. Go to 7, then we're gonna be a little conservative with our life total. And then I'm gonna discard Stomping Ground. We might need double green at some point. Fetch for a Tarmogoyf. I guess it's kind of makes sense that you're gonna flood eventually because of Jesus Christ. Those Matter Shaper. That card's annoying as all hell. I think I'm just gonna kind of ignore it for now. I'll discard this Fatal Push. Not play my land because I do believe I'm going to need this land for like a Traverse shenanigans. And then I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna let this Matter Shaper peck away at Liliana or me, and then I might dismember it if he attacks me. That would have been a good move too. So how do we win in this game? We're gonna ult this Liliana. Ulting Liliana doesn't do anything. I think we're just Liliana's just gonna take a shot here. What I do need bad is I need a Traverse, Death Shadow, or Tarmogoyf. Okay, we can't do anything about that. Unless he does it right now, which he's doing. It's a good play. We probably can discard Overgrown Tomb now because we just aren't we're not on that game of jeez, that land's dead. And we're not fetching the swamp anyways. So let's just tick up. Get rid of this fetch land. This makes me think he has a Reality Smasher in his hand. Which this is all his dust. So if he's got a Reality Smasher, I'll just dismember it, pay full retail, and ditch my Overgrown Tomb. All right, now we're going to just get rid of this. Pay full price. I would much rather have, like, drawn a creature there, you know, to deal with that Matter Shaper. I really hate wasting a card on that thing. So he's got Chalice the Void, and then we don't know. Okay, Thought-Knot's here. You get my Battle Rage. You got it, Holmes. Is there any reason? So I can look at the top of my library, and if it's a dismember, I can tick up. Or I can look at the top of my opponent's. I need to kill this regardless. So I'm going to look at the top of my library. If it's a dismember, I'm going to tick up. If it's not, then I'm not going to tick up here. Well, he could have Thought-Knot Seer anyways. So I'm just not going to get cute here. I'm going to Edict. Devnik82 is Traverse the Wall. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. And it's dumb here not to do that because now we have access to that shitty card. So I'm going to just traverse. I'm going to do this on his upkeep so that if we draw a gas and he bobbles us or he Thought-Knot Seers us, we don't lose it. Hanger Backwalker. You want to talk about cards that are annoying as shit. Alright, so I'm going to Tarfire this. We can handle this kind of, like we can keep it at pace using our Liliana. Because like I can grudge one of these back. Jeez, some crow. So these only get me basic swamp. So one of these is dead. So I'll just tick up. ditch this Catacombs. I mean, like, this matchup's not as bad. I mean, I just haven't drawn a threat, and you know that's, I guess, part of the game here. I think I'm going to. Do I want to? So what is he going to do with his Chalice? So I can go here, and then kind of just play this game. But then if he Chalices me for 1, it leaves all my Death Shadows dead. I probably just need to save this for Chalice. But then I'm on a 3-turn clock. This looks spicy. So I can go here. The question is, how much this worth does this Liliana have? And unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of worth because I'm never going to be able to edict a creature with this. So I think I'm just going to let it go. I need to kill this Chalice because I can't have this Chalice fucking with either of my threats that I could draw. Like, I can't have him Chalicing for 2, can't have him Chalicing for 1. Hell no, I do not have any blue decks. He doesn't play his Chalice out. That's interesting. He's going for like the double Ghost Quarter plan. Combo. Alright, we're doing it. So this gets us a huge Death Shadow. And we don't have any more fetchable lands, right? No. Besides our swamp. Sick. Alright. Get Homeboy into play. So we're good. We can't be like Endbringer. Endbringer's going to be a pretty big problem. You ordered the pieces to E-Tron. You're a monster. What is this? This is an Endbringer. That was the card that I specifically said was the huge problem. So his last card is Chalice. That was like an absolutely fire draw. What's the flashback on this? Green? Yeah, so we gotta leave the green open. What an absolute heater. To say the least, we were due. Get that weak shit out of here. I would be interested in the Monument deck. I think I'm also interested. I think Blue-Red Control is like absolutely fantastic right now. Like, I think that Supreme Will card is absolute fire. Like, it's a mana leak. My opponent just said, why is my opponent not doing anything with it? Why are they playing their Chalice? They discard their Chalice? Yeah, they discard their Chalice. I'm an idiot. All right. I don't know. They must. Yeah, I don't know what this could get here, but counter sorcery. So we know he's got gas. Yeah, I'd play that deck. So now I actually think, because he's got something in hand. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bet he has either. I bet he has Karn in his hand. Karn or all his dust. So I think we're just going to end this game. Like, this is our line here. Your control will be dead for me. Until yeah, I think that Supreme Will card's sweet. I also wouldn't mind playing, like, I would want to play a Rug deck. I'm not really interested in the only complaint is beating a good vehicles draw. Wow, we're doing it. I'm not really interested. So I'm interested in playing either a Rug deck that plays that Supreme Will card. I'm not really interested in Whirler Virtuoso. Like, Whirler Virtuoso seems hot garbage with the amount of whatever they are still in standard. Endbringer. Okay. So next turn we're gonna be able to make our opponent block by playing a fetch. I should have tapped an Overgrown Tomb there. Your draws become good when you've seen 14 of 18 lands. You speak the truth there. Oh Jesus. This isn't all his dust. Yeah. Well, we are ripping. The problem with this, he's going to be able to play Endbringer this turn. I get an attack in, and then he gets to, like, hold my Tarmogoyf off. So, I need... What am I drawing to here? I'm drawing to... I've got one more Dismember, I've got one more Maelstrom Pulse, and I've got 2 Veils. Or a Tamer Battle Rage. He definitely should have cut me off both my green sources. I think. So what are you saying here? Or a good black green draw that shoves out a giant ballista becomes a problem. Yes, yeah, ballista's game here pretty much. Jesus Christ, man, we're doing it. We are just 100% doing it here. Okay, so opponent goes. This is part of the reason that I like this deck much better than the Grixis deck. Even though, like, we've had some rough draws and I've complained about it a little bit, I believe you're just much more threat dense. Like, he's probably going to draw a card. If I had to assume he's going to draw a card, you're much more threat dense. Like, you're just being ahead. Like, the cantrips are, like, kind of meh, I think. Like, I'm not a huge... So he draws. I'm not a huge fan. I like how threat redundant the Jund deck is. You have to... Delirium has its costs. Like, that is 100% fact. Play this out. Like, I think you should be playing 3 Tarfires in this deck. The more I've played, I just want 3 Tarfires no matter what. Yep, so concedes that. It's why I don't ever want to board out Tarfire, because it's like a glue card. You know, it's how it like makes the deck function. So I could bring in Ghost Quarter on the draw here for a discard spell, which like I don't necessarily hate. Like I could go this for this. Or I could cut a land. This card can't be good. I don't think it is. This card's probably just not good in my sideboard anyways. I'd rather be a Lily on the Last Hope. I just don't have one. Yeah. We're just going to have the discard spell. Games get kind of grindy. Like, he actually did kill more of my stuff. And then he's got cards that he's got cards that are more relevant post-sideboard. I think I want this. Ditch an Inquisition. I think I'm gonna ditch another Inquisition. So we saw, like, the games he dealt with 2 of my Death Shadows, and we saw him get a Ratchet Bomb in the late game. 24 viewers, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching me get my absolute ass kicked today. That's how this league's going. This is another matchup where not having K command slightly hurts. Man, that pisses me off. Sorry about that, King Mudkip 701. It's all messed up. I have to go fix it up here. I just re-downloaded Streamlabs because it wasn't working on my computer. So this hand, we've got Delirium and a discard spell and a flexible answer, and he's mulliganed. I think I'm going to keep this hand. It's ugly, but like it does what I need to do. Like, it gives me Delirium, it's got Disruption, and it's got a flexible answer. Oh, we got another Tarfire. We're just going to be able to burn our opponent out. That's the line. So here, this gets probably Stomping Ground. This gets Overground Tomb. Yeah, so let's... I am ugly as shit. I can't believe you guys can stand watching this product here. All right. They went on top. So let's take this Ballista. Urza's Power Plant. So he's got the scavengers around. He's got Chalice on 1. All right, let's check out what is on top of our library. Bloodstained Mire. So we do not want that card. The question is, I think I'm fetching here, but I'm going to be a little more conservative with my life total moving forward. We want this land. And then I'll pass. I'll probably just straight up cast a Tarfire at the end of his turn. Okay, Traverse is good. Yeah, I'm definitely casting Tarfire now. Oh, man. He hit a Temple. God, that's so tilting. Yes, you got to marry up. That's the key of life. That's so tilting. That was like the one draw that like completely wrecked my plan. All right, now we're just playing this tapped and we're passing. Oh, that just completely wrecked my plan. That was brutal. I guess he could have Scavenger Grounded. So now we're pretty much like on Death Shadow here as our out to save the game. There's Scavenger Grounds. Do you have another follow-up there, dude? All right, we're just going to... I guess we're not doing this, because now I can... Yeah, I guess we're not casting Tarfire. What are the odds that I get to this? I can't traverse. Yeah, we're not a coward. We're cycling this. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Grudge this. Traverse, make him pop a land. Just bottlenecked on red a little bit. So let's get rid of this. Let's see what he does. So no K Commander Decay in the May deck. Maybe that could be a huge issue for a real tournament. E-Tron is the second best deck in the format. I don't think you're winning most games against Eldrazi-Tron with the graveyard hate. I think how you're beating, or the artifact hate, I think how you're beating them, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about the deck to make a like legitimate statement about it. What I do know is that I don't like K-Command in the white versions because you just have too many 3s. So what am I doing here? I'm traversing. He then sacks his dude. Yeah, I'm just going to traverse. Make him time walk himself. Yeah, he does it. Sacrifices his land, okay. So now I need like I need him to miss, and I need to draw either a fetch land, a Dismember, a Liliana, or a whatever it is. See another temple. Just pass, dude. You got more? Yeah, now that's game. Yeah. Yeah, that's just sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles there. Alright. Do I want to continue in this league, or do I want to drop and get in another league? We definitely just want to drop and get in another league. We are here to win. Alright, let's look this up here. Alright, so this claim fame, these claim fames have not been great, I don't think. I think we're going to move away from these. Was there a shadow in your graveyard when they exiled? No, there was not. No, there was not. So we're going to move away from these Claim Fames. I don't think they're good. I think I want another Tarfire. Like I just get so scared when I don't have Delirium. I kind of just want a little bit more removal. I feel light. Like I've only got 7 pieces of removal and Veils. So this is my removal suite. You can't claim back. Yeah, it makes sense. Yep, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I think claim's just too cute. So do I want, what else do we want here? I'm leaning towards like an Abrupt Decay. I'm leaning towards either another Fatal Push or a Decay. I really don't want, so like, I don't want K-Command in this deck. Because K-Command, like, against Affinity, I want these Lingering Souls, I want these Pulses, I want Flaying Tendrils. Like, it's just too much. I don't know. Wraith not even for Claim Snap. Answer key game. What do you mean Wraith not even for Claim Snap? Claim Fame only brings back... I mean, Claim Fame's good because I guess it does hit Snapcaster Mage, so you're right there. I could also play a Terminate or a Dreadbore. So it's like Decay, Terminate, or Dreadbore. Got 2 Pulses on my board. Maybe I want like another Eidolon to help kind of against like combo decks. I don't know. You like a Decay in the basic forest. So you can't really play basic forest in these lists anymore because of how the mana base is made up. Like all your fetch lands are black lands. So you just don't, I don't think you can play full, because you'd have to change, like I'd have to go get like some Windswept Heaths, and then Windswept Heath doesn't fetch, or not Windswept Heath, Wooded Foothills, and that doesn't fetch Godless Shrine, and it doesn't fetch Swamp, so all of a sudden I'm down 2 lands. Wouldn't be as good. So people are bringing Grave Hate against you. Haven't seen... So... What do you mean? So people are already bringing JRT and Sand Black. We're boarding out forests a lot. So yeah, like you board the forest just doesn't do anything. Like I've only got 2 green spells in my deck. I kind of like this Dreadbore because this Dreadbore gives me game against big creatures and planeswalkers. So I think we're gonna try this for this league. We got another card against combo decks. I think we're gonna run this back. That's what you were trying as a deck card. Which card there? Wraith Pack. Let's join this league here. We got Mollywopped. I think our draws were a little suboptimal, but we did get beat up. Thanks for helping you mow the line. Hey, I'm looking out for you, John. Yeah. The claim just was like... I found it to be, so it's pretty good in like the Planeswalker mirrors where like you have a creature, your opponent plays a Planeswalker, they get rid of your creature, and like there's nothing on the board. The problem with K-Command is then all of a sudden I've got like, I have 4 3s in my main deck, and I've got, and I'm looking to bring in more 3s in the matchups where I want K-Command. Like, I want Lingering Souls. In the matchups where I really want K-Command, besides Eldrazi Tron, I want like Lingering Souls. I want Maelstrom Pulse. And all of a sudden, I've got like 8 3-drops. My deck's just too many. I do like K-Command in the Stub version. Like I've been playing a blue version with Stub, and I think K-Command's great there. Those 4 3-drops won in multiple tournaments. Yes, but I think the deck's evolved and it's just different than it was. All right, this hand's great. I mean, it's kind of great. Like I wish I had a discard spell, but maybe we'll find one. So let's check out what we got here. I do like K Command in the blue version. And even Thompson would talk about Dismember. So that's a removal spell to get big creatures out of the way, which we can't really handle a big creature besides playing our own big creature. So I think I want that. And let's pass. He was talking about how he cut, like, K Command was always the first card in the chopping block, purely because it cost 3. That's a good draw. So next turn, it appears we're going to be able to go Fetch Shock, Ether Vial. So we're playing its Merfolk. I like to Dismember until I ran into burn. Yeah, it's kind of the cost of doing business. I don't want to fetch now. I'll fetch my upkeep. I'll fetch on my turn here. Tarfire. Okay, so we're going to get Overgrown Tomb, so 6. 8 damage this turn. And we turn on Delirium, and we can cast Death Shadow. So we're going to be definitely looking to take... we're going to get Overgrown Tomb, Blood Crypt. We're probably going to take anything like a Silvergill Adept, or a Spreading Seas. Check out what they've got going on. All right. I can deal with Master of Waves. I don't really want to deal with Mirror Regery because it just untaps stuff and it's going to make combat much harder. So I think I'm going to take this. And then because I have to have a Revolt to kill it or Dismember it. But I guess I've got 2 Tarfires. Master's so clunky that I think it's going to be a dead draw no matter what. I could just take my opponent's next play so that I can cast Tarmogoyf next turn and not worry about a Lord. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Kind of just time walk my opponent a little bit here. Take their 2-drop. So there's the island. Then we're going to have a huge Tarmogoyf coming in. Plays the Vial. Nothing. Okay. That's a pretty good draw. So now I can go fetch 7, hit him for 6, play Tarmogoyf, and hold up Dismember / Tarfire. He goes to 14. 14. Then I've got Tarmogoyf, so I've got 10 power on board. Tarfire, him, grows Tarmogoyf by 2 points. So yeah, we got Xaxes for next turn. So I gotta get Stomping Ground here. And then we're just gonna leave up. We can get blown out a little bit by Harbinger on the Tides. Excuse me. Like that could be some bad news bears. Yeah, this is my first recorded stream, so if you guys do enjoy this, I'm gonna have it on. I'm gonna be sending these up to YouTube. So there's the land. So I don't want to blow my wad on this Dismember because it is my only out to Master of Waves. Spreading Seas. All right, let's float red. And then I'm just going to Tarfire my opponent. Yep. I'm going to be putting this stuff on YouTube. All right, so he's got to have Harbinger or Bust, probably. So what does this do? So if I attack with this, if he Harbingers back my Tarmogoyf, then I just Dismember, Tarfire, kill him. If he Harbingers back my Death Shadow, I'll just play it, replay it, and knock him. So I think we're in good shape regardless here. Corey Burkhardting this shit. I think I just talk too much. It's just like a quality of mine. We just got nothing. Opponent's just all right, so here comes a Harbinger. So if he Harbingers my Tarmogoyf, he's dead. Nope, nothing. He just wanted to see. That's a good play by my opponent. Not enough people bluff with their Ether Vials. So here I want Flaying Tendrils, and I think I want Maelstrom Pulse, and I believe that's it. I don't want Veils, and this is not the Ranger matchup. It also might not be like the Street Wraith matchup. Maybe I don't want to be beating myself in the face that hard. I don't think Lingering Souls is good because I'm not, like, the game's not going to be about blocking because of the presence of Spreading Seas. The Ranger could just allow me to get way ahead on board if we get there. And I don't really want to be hemorrhaging my life total. I don't want the Ghost Quarter. I don't want the bombs. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. I think we're just going to keep Ranger in because it's just going to, like... It's just going to let us... Like, if we ever get to that game, the late game, it's going to let us just completely stabilize our battlefield presence. No, we cut the claim to fame for this league, Elvin. Like, I've been underwhelmed with the card. Yeah, Ranger might not matter. You might be right there. But I don't understand. I don't know what else I want that's very good against them. I don't like Liliana because they're just going to sack their Curse Catcher or sack their Silvergarl Adept that already just, like, drew a card. Oh, man, I got to get rid of that stupid BNR plug. Yeah, I think we're just going to run this back. I don't think K-Command will be very good. Like, at 3 mana, Shock's not very good against this deck. Yeah, we're going to keep this. We've got Removal Spell. We have Delirium. Nothing from our opponent. All right, that's a heater. So we might fetch Overgrown Tomb with our first 2 lands just to be able to, like, insulate us a little bit. So from whatever it is, Spreading Seas. So I think I want to go Thoughtseize, puts me to 15. Fetch Shock puts me to 12. I can play Death Shadow and Inquisition next turn, or play Death Shadow and Tarfire or something. All right, so we got Dispel, Lord of Atlantis, Master. I'm pretty sure here we're just taking Silvergarl Adept because as his spells will pace themselves, we can deal with, or we can either overwhelm or deal with these lords. What's going to get out of control is if he finds more lands and spells in order to start double spelling on us. So I think I'm actually going to take this Adept. Because next turn he plays Dude. I Tarfire Dude. Play Death Shadow. The turn after that, he plays another Dude. I Inquisition the 3rd Dude. And if I draw a land, then I can go Traverse and Death Shadow again. So I kind of just want to make it so he doesn't get the velocity. And it's just a 2-for-1. We'll grab some more coffee. I'll be right back. All right, so he goes Dude. All right. So we actually want more lands with how this hand's lining up, so I'm going to do this before fetching. All right. Not rewarded. No, our Death Shadow's bigger. So he went Island Master. So are we going to want double, like, are we going to want double green or double black? Like, what is suckier if he gets us off? What does our turn look like next turn? Our turn's probably like... I think I want double green. Because we have a Tarmogoyf in our hand. Then... Oh, there's a bird. There's a freaking pigeon. Fuck you, pigeon. Get off my balcony. Hey. God, those are nasty animals. Okay, so he's Spreading Seas us, and drew a land, and played a Curse Catcher. So we know all 3 of his cards. All right, that's going to be decent here at some point. So I'm just going to crash in. Yeah, dude, I hate how these pigeons just get on my balcony. They just they shit everywhere. They ruin it. And they're such nasty animals. Pigeons put me on tilt. Yeah, dude, they're roaches with wings. They're absolutely nasty. Okay, so there's a lord. There's another master. If my opponent attacks, they might die. No, okay. Okay. So, hang on. If I traverse for land, we need a pigeon emote stat. We need a fuck pigeons emote. I can get emotes now. I am partnered, not partnered. I'm affiliated with Twitch. So if y'all like this, you can subscribe to see this content all the time. I'm trying to think about, working on that and seeing what I want to get for like value from people. Like, what do you want to see from like if you were going to subscribe to a channel, what do you want? So hang on, let me just think here. So if I traverse fetch land, puts me to 7/6/6. Traverse for street wraith puts me to 5, makes this an 8/8. No. 5 makes this an 8/8. So I attack with this. So I can't kill them. I can kill them if they don't block my death. No, and they. The problem is, like, I'm dead to a lord. I can't get another land because then I'm dead. So I can fetch, get Blood Crypt. No, because I can't traverse the second time because I don't have the mana. So maybe I'm attacking. Maybe I'm fetching for a fetch land, playing that land, and attacking with both of my creatures and hoping that he doesn't draw a lord, but then he gets rid of my Team or Battle Rage. Because I can't get the Dispel is going to mess my Battle Rage up next turn. So what I can do is there a world in which my opponent doesn't block? I can traverse for a fetch land, play fetch land, attack. 6. If my opponent doesn't block, I kill them with rage. If my opponent does block and chumps one of these away, then I can fetch and Inquisition this Dispel away. Yeah, I think that's my line here. So we're going to traverse for a fetch land. Sorry about the tank there. That was a bit of a... Oh, you can sacrifice this also to counter an instant or sorcery spell. No, Fetch Shock Rage doesn't work because of Curse Catcher. But I can go like this. And we can get in here. Yeah. And if he doesn't block... Okay, so now we pass priority. Guy that likes tacos, I appreciate the name. How are you doing? So now we pass. He hits us for 9. We go to 1. Unless he drew a Lord. He drew a Kira, which doesn't really matter. This is the sweet part about this deck. This is why this deck is sweet. Because it makes racing nearly impossible. Like, this deck is the epitome of where a good offense is a great defense. Or no, a good defense is a great offense. Okay. So I need a black source so that I can get rid of this Dispel. If I draw another land, I'll kill him. Because I need to get rid of this Dispel, and then I'm going to tap out for this, and he's going to then island this and get me. I don't need to go any lower. Yeah, so we're just going to fetch an Overgrown Tomb tapped. I'm doing all right. I'm in a tough game right now. Overgrown Tomb tap. Basically, we need to run into more burns so you can... Yes, land is wind breakout. That's what we need off the top here. Is there any difference? I guess I do not want to go to 1 so that I can, if I draw a fetch land, I can fetch. No, that's another removal spell though. So what does that do? What does this do? So if I attack, yeah, I think I'm dead. That is unfortunate. I might as well see if like something sweet happens here. So let's get rid of this. Right, I can't push because this counters it. If I attack with both, he goes block, block. Then both of these are lethal because I don't have a way to revolt. So yeah, I think we're dead. I think we're dead unless my opponent messes up. F6 check him. It's legit. I probably should have done this before combat, because then you'd have to block with this, but I don't think that matters. It doesn't matter which one we do it to, because he's just going to sack. Both are lethal. Yeah. He got it. All right, next one. Next game. That was only game 2. Jesus. All right. So this Ranger was just not good. I'm gonna have so many dead. So maybe I can cut like one of these, bring another Liliana in on the play. Because theoretically, Liliana should be better on the play, and I have a shitload of removal spells to kind of clear out the chaff. So maybe I want to get rid of like another Death Shadow and bring in 2 Lilianas on the play. I can do that. Yeah, Ferocious gives trample, but he just counters it with the Curse Catcher. This hand's good. Keep this, fetch shock. We have a removal spell. We've got double beaters. We have to just make sure we can get our Tarmogoyfs to be the requisite size to bring a lot of threat. This hand's insane, I think, if we draw a Death Shadow. These are legendary, so this is a mulligan. So I'm just gonna beat his face in. I'm gonna take this Silvergill Adept, leave him, don't take either one of these, and then just start playing Tarmogoyfs. Just bring the rain. Island pass. Okay, that's a good land. I'm going to keep this because I want to be able to keep my fetch land in case he wants to like do some shenanigans there. Answer Key Gaming, thank you very much. Yeah, great. I don't like Vial here. I think they actually bored out their Vials in this matchup. Thank you for... By the way, there's no claim to fame. Yeah, we got rid of them. I've been told that I look similar to Jerry Thompson. Okay, so land. All right, let's... So I probably have to now fetch for black. Oh, I get delirium now? Sick. So now all of a sudden this hand's insane. Because I go dismember, cycle, traverse, death shadow. So yeah, let's attack. I doubt my opponent blocks. I'm still going to dismember it before damage just to pump my Tarmogoyf. Okay, how low do I go? So I go to 6, traverse, play my Death Shadow to 7/7. His Lord of Atlantis is gone. Oh, he's still got 2 Kiras. I think I shock. Yeah. I think I'm going to do no, so I go to 6, then I go to 4. If I go to 4, my Death Shadow is a 9/9, 9 plus 4. They're still not dead, so I'm not going to shock. I can't make it a 1-turn clock. So we're just going to get a swamp. All right, so that could incentivize... That could produce some lethal damages on the next turn. I have been told that I look similar to Jerry Thompson. I told a story one time. One of my friends asked me, "Is Jerry Thompson like your dad?" And I was at a Star City Games event, and Jerry was there, and he tried to get me to go up to Jerry and say, "Dad," like just ask him. Okay, so now he's gonna have like infinite chump blockers, I guess, because he just chumps his Kira. Okay, that's tilting. We'll just play this out to threaten, because with his fetch land, Temur Battle Rage is lethal no matter what here. Yeah, that block is, you're right. Oh, I shouldn't have passed priority. Shouldn't auto yield. Turn off auto yields. This plays land. There's another Kira, so we don't know anything more about our opponent's hand. I still don't think there's any reason to fetch. So if we go to 3 here, so if I attack, Thoughtseize down to 4, he chumps here, goes to 8. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to Thoughtseize. Thought you were him, yeah. I don't really think there's any reason to Thoughtseize. Like, what can my opponent have? A Dismember? I just don't want to lose any more life unless I'm killing my opponent, so I think I'm just going to attack. If my opponent could have double spelled last turn, they would. Because that means that like they can just chump and then have a blocker. Yeah, I've already got him in the Abyss. And now he's dead 6 ways to Sunday next turn. Which number? Also, if you guys look up and you look at the new donation thing, my fiance, yeah, dude, that's your right, man. My fiance has traversed the Hovey, thank you very much. My fiance says that if we hit that goal thing, then she will do a draft on stream. She played Magic with me while I was, yeah, so that's rough. They just kind of flooded out and died. It's just risky to keep bluffing which member. Let me show you the other lists of Death Shadow that I'm been working on. So like the guy who does the best on Online plays 5 color. I would cut these for something, but he plays 5 color and he plays a Watery Grave and stubs in the board, which I'm kind of interested in. So, oh, I got another Streamlabs alert. Kevin, thank you very much. Oh, here we go. I don't know if I can keep this. X Adler, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. I'm gonna fix that next time. Like it works for yours, but it's like it keeps like moving. You know, I don't know. It's all messed up. I don't think I can keep this hand in the dark because we don't have a discard spell. I think I've unfortunately got to ship this. We're playing against you know, Grixis. This isn't great, so I think I've got to send this back. So this hand's kind of like a mulligan to 5. But we've got to discard. Like, yeah, I think we're gonna keep this. Put this in the bottom. We get 8 looks at a land or a traverse. Or no, we get 2 looks at a land or a traverse. And we have plenty of redraws. Oh man, what a day. We finally won a match. Oh, this is the Black-White Eldrazi deck. This deck's so bad. This deck's so bad, but it's just like a dumb Magic Online metagame deck, in my opinion. That's just here to kind of like prey on, you know, prey on the good, hard-working people of Magic. If I offended anyone in the chat that plays this deck, I'm sorry, but that is my opinion. Oh, I left the door open, so it's probably a little loud. I will get a. Our hand's really black, so I'm going to get a red land that can produce not a Stomping Grounds. And we'll check out what's cooking over here. Well, I can't beat E-Tron or any other deck. Yeah, exactly. All right. 4 lands is always loud. As a shadow player, I almost always mull 4 landers because drawing another land is straight up a brick. I agree with you, Remold 6. Hey, LC Night Shooter, I appreciate the vote of confidence. I'm pretty new with this deck, so, you know, anything is these. So this hand, this Wasteland Strangler doesn't do anything. This Tidehollow Sculler doesn't do anything. Arbiter is annoying, and Flicker Wisp is going to clock me in the air. I'm pretty tempted to just take Arbiter. Well, I think I'm going to take Tidehollow Sculler. Because if I can just do my thing and not be disrupted, I think I'm going to be all set. It's either the Sculler or the Arbiter, which I don't know which ones to take here, to tell you the truth. Because each one kind of disrupts me a little bit. He can't play either next turn unless he draws an untapped land. I guess he's more likely to be able to play Arbiter than Tidehollow Sculler. He needs a black-white untapped land versus like any land will do that. He has no GQ right now, but if he does draw GQ, like, I'm pretty screwed. So I think I'm going to take this Arbiter. It's also my highest percentage play of time walking him next turn, because he's probably got like 4 or 5 more decks to cast this next turn. I think I just kind of want him to slow down a little bit. The Tidehollow Sculler is annoying, but we're going to be able to deal with, like, that's going to be a pretty moot point, I think, because we got 2 Death Shadows. So there's a vent. That does jack shit. So do I just want to traverse for a land to traverse, like to have my lands, because I just don't want to be like mana denialed out? Or am I going to? So I think I'm going to need a land regardless with this hand, because I think Ranger's a legit play in this game. So 885-031, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. So I actually think I'm going to shock, and I think I'm just going to traverse for... God, that turns on all of his other plays, though. Change the follower goal. Yeah, man, I guess I'm moving up in the world. I guess I don't want my hand to get clogged up. I'm just going to go traverse for a swamp, even though it's going to turn on all of... Like, he might not know that I've only got a swamp for a basic. Let's get this. And we'll pass the turn here. Let's hope that we draw a fetch land, because my opponent's going to be able to take something here. I also want to traverse before my opponent arbiters me. It's another reason. There's Ghost Quarter. Change the follower goal. Maybe I should go up to like 20. So he's just Flicker Wisping for not a lot of value, unless he's got a removal spell here, which he, you know, it's legit. He's probably going to draw a step. vile me, if I had to assume. So do I hit this with the trigger on the stack? I probably do, because it means I'm only one thing away from delirium. And like, you got to cast your spells. This is the only target I have for this at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to hit this. He'll be able to permanently exile something, but now I'm only one card type away from delirium. And if he exiled that, then I wouldn't. Then well, because he's probably actually going to exile it, then bring it back with Wasteland Strangler. So that's probably a mistake. I'm going to get the card back when he exiles it with, when he brings it back with Wasteland Strangler, I think. But I mean, he's probably taking Fatal Push there regardless. Now fetch land off the top, and we are doing it. As long as he doesn't play an Arbiter. Alright, that's pretty annoying. Come at me. What a guy. This guy's looking out for me. So we don't know his last card. Oh, alright, we will play them both. All right. I really think my opponent should have ghost quartered me there. To be honest, I didn't even check there if my Death Shadow was going to live through that. I was just like, oh, I was so excited we drew the timer away if we could double spell. I was not even 100% sure. Oh, because now he's going to bring it back. Yeah. I guess we shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that was a poor play on my part. Yep, you're right. You're right. I wasn't paying attention. Poor play. Poor play. So we're going to take 3 here. Oh, this is a 4. Is this a resto? He's on thought not seeing me. I would assume he takes my rage. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. I guess, yeah, no, that's the right play for him. What do you got, sir? You got a path, too? It's a displacer. Jeez. All right. 3, 6. Yeah, we're dead here no matter what we draw. Yeah, we just got picked apart a little here. The Solemnity affects the on life. I saw some people playing around with that, but this unfortunately is not going to do it for us. All right. So this is weird. Like, I really want to... I don't think... Because he's probably has Lingering Souls. I don't think Liliana the Veil is good. I think Lingering Souls is good. I kind of like Maelstrom Pulse just to be able to hit... I think he's going to have Lingering Souls. But I'm also kind of bringing these Flaying Tendrils. I just don't know what to do here. Nathan, thank you very much for traversing the Hovenwald. I appreciate the support. It might just be... So I don't know if I need... Maybe I just need to cut out all the garbage. Like, I might need this to power through his creatures. These rages, but they just don't get me there on my own. Like, they're not... It's not an individually powerful card. He's going to be trying to pick apart my synergies. I definitely think I don't want these 5. I think Lingering Souls is a slam dunk. Flying Tendrils is, like, fine. Yeah, this deck plays Lingering Souls. Like, this deck is literally the sole survivor. Like, the reason this deck is around is to just beat Death Shadow decks. Jose Galvinez, thank you very much for traversing the Hovenwald. It's kind of between like Maelstrom Pulse or Flying Tendrils. I guess we'll bring in the Pulses. I could also cut like 1 or 2 of these because the game's going to draw out. But then, like, here's our problem. We have 7 3-drops in our deck. I don't think I'm about that life here. But the Street Wraiths, I guess we can just kind of be conservative with our life total here. And this can help refuel Delirium because he's going to have Graveyard Hate. Yeah, this deck plays like Relic of Progenitus in their sideboard, like Lingering Souls. It's just like a completely anti-Death Shadow deck. This is super risky. We've already mulliganed to 6, like, for right now. We want to be able to draw this. This hand's much better. Chavod Cast has traversed Movement Wild. Thank you very much. And I think we're going to keep this. I kind of just want another land. Am I crazy to just put this on top? I think I'm going to put it on top. I think I'm just going to draw, like... I just don't want him to mess with my lands. I'll just pass here. I think we just want to, like... We just want to start casting and recasting Lingering Souls. Just be conservative with our life total. Just kind of chug through here. Gosh, thank you guys so much. The follower train has been very good today. You guys are great. My opponent kept a 1-lander. Yeah, we're just going to try to play like... We're definitely much closer to like Mini Jund or Mini Abzan. And this will hemorrhage our life total if we need it. So let's get our soul power going on. Watch him just surgical these Lingering Souls, and I'm just going to absolutely throw my computer. And we're a dismember away from playing our Death Shadow. No, it's unfortunate. I have no remorse for my opponent here. You're literally playing an unplayable deck that's just meant to, like, that has, like, 1 target. This Displacer is the most annoying card. I'm going to take this one. The guy that likes tacos has traversed the Hovey Wall. Thank you very much. And I'm going to actually just... well, wait, hang on. He didn't draw... So he can't... So I'm going to fetch and play Lingering Souls again. I think I would rather just take my fetch land here, LC, and I just cast Lingering Souls, so next turn I can double flashback Lingering Souls, because he can't play, like, Relic next turn and eat this. So I think I just want to be a little more aggressive here. I appreciate that you think it's fair. Looking out for what's all fair and great in the world. Nightmare Hollow has traversed the Hovey Wall. Thank you very much. All right, so he missed again. Let's see what my opponent's drawing. Hasgo, thank you very much. Nope. Wow, it's just going off everywhere. Hey, I really appreciate all the support, guys. I want to make this stream like better. He's got a vial. Yeah, my opponent's dead as a doorknob. I want to improve this stream to make this something like you guys all want to see. So, like, please, you know, message me, do whatever. You know, I want to make this stream something that is worth, like, subscribing to. I have the subscribe button now, and I want to make it, like, I want to make it personalized. I feel like the big streamers, they're going to, like, they might sometimes have a harder time, like you know, working with people, like, so he plays that. We knew about that. So we got here. Kitakahi? I'm sorry if I butchered that. Upon my pigeon patio. It's a line. Look at this. We can't even cast. What? I'm so tilted. We're so unlucky. I can't even cast this. I can't even traverse for something. Is there anything that we give a shit about that he could do? I guess like Flicker Wisp is annoying, as it trades with one of these spirits and blocks one. I have no idea. He's got Blade Splicer too. Jesus Christ. You naked upon your pigeon patio. Yeah, like what are you guys looking for? I'm a real intense Modern player. I was thinking about like if you subscribe, I'll send like primers on the black-green decks. Like my personal opinions there. Yeah, Drago, we can't even traverse, man. To be fair, our opponent mulliganed into what looked like a pretty reasonable hand. On the play, Liliana of the Veil is usually better on the play, but if they play Thalion too, we can't even do it. So I'm not going to worry here. It's like, yeah, what do you guys want to look for out of a subscriber? Like, I want to start sending like, I like playing the black-green decks. I think I'm trying to get sponsored by, or what do we got? We get sponsored so that I can, I think I'm going to keep this because this right here, like, is nearly delirium. Oh, but the problem is we can't fetch a green source and a black source. We can fetch Stomping Ground. Okay, no, we can't fetch Stomping Ground with this. I think we're going to... This is tough. Playing Sanity and Traumatize. I think Classic Jund is pretty poor right now. I think that it was good about a month ago when the Collected Company decks are good, but besides that, I think it's in a rough position. So here's the line here. We cannot get Stomping Ground with this, which is the ideal land. We're essentially going to probably have to get Overgrown Tomb and Traverse, which means this hand's already a mulligan with a Tarfire. So I think I'm going to ship this hand. I don't think we want this. And this hand's better. We can break apart a little bit of synergy, and we've got 2 threats. Just fetch your 4-color Shockland Kappa. We want this. This is just a removal spell. We want any kind of spells here. If only, man. Caves Vial. Classic Jund is so bad right now. I miss it. I don't think it's improving. I'm not even sure, like, Brian Emerson, thank you very much. I'm not even sure Bloodbraid Elf does it. Like, are you really going to play a 4-mana card right now when I'm playing 1-mana 8/8s? Hot take. I think that I think this deck would play like a Bloodbraid Elf in it. Main deck. Like, you're freaking right. In the late game, I'm traversing for Bloodbraid Elf. So what they do with their scry? They put a card on the bottom. I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this Thalia, and then I'm going to get rid... No, I'm going to get rid of this Leonin Arbiter, because I don't want them to play Leonin Arbiter next turn, then I can't deal with it. So, because I have a fetch land. I think Jund is just... I think Jund... There's going to be metagames where Jund's great. Like, I think that playing Jund right now, like, right after... If you'd have played Jund at the Invitational, I think it would have been okay. Because, like, Affinity just did really well. Alright, that's a good draw. So let's... So we're going to shock again here, and I'm going to Inquisition... I can either Inquisition this Flicker Wisp, or I can play Tarmogoyf. I think I'm going to Inquisition... I think I'm going to play Tarmogoyf. Which land do I want to get? Yeah, that's rough. So, do I want to get Blood Crypt? I want to have the option to fetch a basic with my next land. But I think I'm going to get Blood Crypt. I can get a basic, or I can get Godless Shrine with this one. But then I'm going to want Stomping Ground. Yeah, we're going to get Stomping Ground. Then we're just going to play Tarmogoyf. Like this Flicker Wisp is pretty annoying, but we'll figure it out. I'll deal with it before next turn. Because if he's either going to play it and empty his hand here, or he's just going to pass, which it appears like is what's going to happen. Displays is Ether Vial. I don't play like console games, Drago. I only have a certain amount of nerd space in my life. So what do I want to do now? I think it's just Inquisition, play Death Shadow. Yeah. So I'm going to attack first. Geox COD17, thank you very much. Appreciate the support here. But I'm interested in giving my subscribers, what do we got here? What is this? Exactly. Like you've got to, oh, this is annoying. This is actually interesting. So what is he going to take here? He can either take my Inquisition. No, this doesn't really do anything. If I were him, I would take Inquisition to keep his Flicker Wisp in play. And I will 100% take a double block out of this. Took Inquisition. It's a good play for my opponent. And now... So my options are I can Dreadbore this so that I can play Lingering Souls next turn. Save myself, because I'm not going to be able to block anyways, because I only go to 11, so I take 4. I go to 7, and then he's got a Flicker Wisp. And then if I don't draw a land, I can't play Lingering Souls anyway. So I think my line is actually Dreadbore this Thalia. Because his Flicker Wisp is going to be a problem if I can't cast Lingering Souls. Let's get Godless Shrine. Oh, fuck you, Magic Online. You know what I'm doing. Because if I get down Lingering Souls, I should be all set. Well, Eric, thank you very much for traversing the Hovey wall. Like I said, we're having technical difficulties with how it's stupid and it overlaps. So that was my opponent's draw step. Oh, he could blow. You speak truths there. But that's not what we're doing. Oh, now he's just going to take my Lingering Souls. Okay. Okay. All right, so if I start by attacking, he probably takes 3. I play Death Shadow. 13. He attacks me for 3 in the air. He's on a 3-turn clock. Okay, let's think. So if I attack, he takes it. If I attack, he takes it. He goes to 13. I play Death Shadow. He attacks me to 9. My Death Shadow is a 7/7. I attack again, assuming he misses. He's getting attacked for 10. He goes to 3. So I'm winning the race as it stands. I don't think I want... So this Street Wraith doesn't take a turn off the clock. The Street Wraith doesn't take a turn off the clock unless I draw a fetch land. Because I would go to 6, then I go to 3, then I'd be dead. What we can do, what the Street Wraith can incentivize later in the game, is a forced block from this Tide Hollow Sculler, which it might be able to do next turn. Because My Death Shadow becomes a 7, 10, shock, 9, 12. He goes to 1 next turn. Thank you very much, Wims707089. Appreciate the support. We're having a fantastic stream, guys, and it's all brought because of you guys. Let's see. Okay. Untap. That was pretty good. So I think I'm actually going to start off by Inquisitioning my opponent, see if I can incite any Vial activations, and then look to just Fatal Push this. Or Fatal Push this if he gives me Revolt. So let's figure out what's going on here. This is no longer... No one gives a shit about that. So let's see what he's got. Activating Vial. If it's a Blade Splicer, I could be in deep shit. It's an Eldrazi Displacer. That was essentially like worst case scenario. Okay, so we're going to attack with Death Shadow. And then if he goes to Displace, I'll kill this Displacer here. Because I need to make him turn Revolt on in order to kill me so that I can kill this. Now we have Revolt, though. Okay, so we go to 3. We go to 3 here, and if he misses, we can actually prevent a forced block next turn and cast Lingering Souls. Problem is he can just Ghost Quarter my white source, and then I can't cast Lingering Souls. So if he Ghost Quarters my white source here, I'm probably dead. This is intense. This has been the best game of the stream so far. No attack from my opponent. Okay. What does this do? Okay, so this at least has, it projects a force block. Maybe I shouldn't have played that so that if he didn't block, I just got him. But now it's going to force him to block. This also means we're only one more land away from just casting this whatever, this Tree Wraith. So I think I'm going to make him block. If he's got like a Resto, I could be in deep shit. But if he had a Resto, he would have attacked. If he had a Flicker Wisp, he would have attacked. If he had a Blade Splicer, he would have attacked. I think he just missed. No Thoughtseize Tarmogoyf deck is ever good against Blood Moon. I think he missed. If he would have, there's nothing he could vial in now that would punish me that he wouldn't have just attacked with, even an Eldrazi Displacer. I'm pretty confident that he just missed. Sure. And now we pass. And now he's less incentivized to ghost quarter me because for all he knows, I could have played another. Yeah. So perfect information here. And he concedes. All right. Let's get back into it. I'm going to grab some water. Here's the deck list. Nope. That's not the deck list. Oh, God. Where'd my event go? Yeah, I mean, play league match, view deck. Like, if Blood Moon is, if you're that worried about Blood Moon, you just shouldn't play a Thoughtseize Tarmogoyf deck. Like, because there's no Thoughtseize Tarmogoyf deck that is ever going to get Blood Moon. Do you think you go down to Liliana of the Veil? I think the deck could function fine. Like, I don't think Liliana of the Veil is, like, needed. You know, like, well, I actually do think, so I think Liliana of the Veil is the best card in our deck in fair matchups. And unfair. Actually, no, I'm going to rescind that. I think Liliana of the Veil is the best card in the deck and you need it. And I would like, if somebody wanted, if I wanted to play 4, I would think about playing 4. It gets all the Delve creatures, all the Death Shadow decks. It's the best card against combo decks. Sorry about this. My fiance sent me a text message. We are going to mulligan this hand. We got a heater. We got ourselves a heater. Dismember. So do we want this? It's a removal spell. I think we want it. It's also going to enable Delirium, and it's going to make it so that we can turn on like a very quick, effective Death Shadow. I think Liliana of the Veil. I think Jun should be playing 4 Liliana of the Veils. I think Abzan should be playing. I think everyone should be playing 4 Veils. I think it's much better than Last Hope right now. What do you got, sir? All right. So I can take, we're playing against this deck. So I can just take his mana accelerants. But that kind of feels bad because you got 2 of them. Alternatively, I can take his Noble, Inquisition his Knight, then have a removal spell for his next play, and then Liliana ticking up will just, he can't deal with it because he can't get exalted from this Noble. God, that feels so bad. But I think it might be right because now this Liliana of the Veil is going to be uncontested unless he draws. I think it's a weak Thoughtseize there regardless, but I think it's my plan. I would say this is Bant Nightfall, Answer Key Gaming. One of my subscribers plays this deck. Yep. This is an overall is a pretty weak Thoughtseize. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We got our first new card. This card's sweet. I think I'm going to take this. He plays Knight, I dismember, and then we just start going up next turn. Is there any way that his Knight... I'm just going to get his Knight because eventually this Knight could get out of dismember range if he decides to be patient. I could just smoke this bird also in his upkeep, which I don't hate. I would go to 10, then to 6, fetch here. I dropped 3 ghosts in a row, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just beat their face in. So do I want to smoke this bird? I kind of do. Is this bird worth a removal spell? If I smoke this bird, then I don't think he can. Then I can shut him off company. So yeah, we're gonna get aggressive. We're gonna be. This is a very aggressive line. I don't know if this is right or not, but we're gonna go for it. This land's almost assuredly casting a. Is getting a basic swamp next turn. Temple Garden, and pass. Okay. Great, we drew a shitty card that we can get rid of. And now we're both at parity. Like 2 of his, I'll have no cards in my hand. 2 out of the 4 cards in his hand are bad. And I will have an active Planeswalker. This is one of those games, though, that we could just fold, do like a collect company. So we discard Windswept Heath. $25 viewers. Again, thank you guys for showing up. It's been a fantastic stream. Here's the Ghost Quarter. You guys have been great. You guys are definitely making it worth it. So I'm just gonna eat this. Actually, I'm no longer. Oh God. So I guess now we're just still gonna eat it though. Yes, I do just edict. Yep. I forgot that's 3 toughness. I would have loved to Tarfire it and go up. So thank you everybody for showing up here. I appreciate all of your support. It's Courser, that's a problem as well. So what is my opponent's top of my opponent's? They've got a Knight on top. They have another Ghost Quarter. So their card in hand is a Plains. This is definitely one of those games that now is slipping out of control. Like we need a traverse. We need oh, we found a threat. So let's just Tarfire them. Play Death Shadow. Tick up. Now you guys also have the option to support more. There, I do have a subscriber button. So if you guys, you know, want to be doing more, then you have that option. So he's got another Knight. So he's got a Knight in hand. All right. A removal spell here, I believe. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. So I think a removal spell here is almost surely game. That is not game at all. So what am I doing here? I can edict to stop the card draw. To make it so he has to tap out and play Knight next turn. Yeah, because if he like if there's a fetch land on the other side of this Knight, then I'm pretty much dead. I need him to tap out. I need to find Knight, and then I need to find a way to kill a Knight or draw another threat. X Gamer, thank you very much. Now we'll pass here. Guys, the stream is going, the Twitch alerts are going nuts. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're right on. We should answer key game. We should call you like the Edict and Pass man. All right, so I need a Death Shadow. All right, I'm not going to attack. And I'm not going to tick up. I'm going to fake that I have a card in my hand that's worth protecting. Because we are just dead here if our opponent goes for it. So this is just the green-white value town. I'm fairly certain that I'm going to want cards like Nihil Spellbomb from my sideboard. Azusa. So if he just goes for it, we're super dead. He didn't go for it. Okay. So let's fetch an Overgrown Tomb. We need... Oh, that was a mistake. That was a super punt on my part. That was a super punt because of this, and it makes it so Fatal Push isn't a draw next turn. Yep, that was a super mistake. Yep, that was not good. So I can Tarfire there. Tarfire this, and we'll just pass again. Boondock Saint 24, I appreciate the support. Yeah, I mean, if our opponent goes for it, we're dead. And I think they know that. Found a Canopy. Yeah. Yep, we did. Yeah, no Fatal Push. All right, so let's get on the sideboard train. I think I want Maelstrom Pulse. I do think I want Flame Tendrils. I'm pretty sure that he'll have some number of, like, Drawage 7, thank you very much. Plus Night Speed 12/12, yeah. I think that he wants... I'm pretty sure he's got, like, Voices, but maybe the Flame Tendrils aren't good enough, as it just hits his Mana Dorks. So maybe I don't want these. I can get behind the Spell Bombs, and I can get behind some Lingering Souls. But maybe I don't want to grind with this deck. Maybe I just want to, like, Disruption, 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 kill them. What do I not like? I don't like some of the... We can probably shave on some of these Street Wraiths. I probably can shave on some of these Inquisitions. I think I can definitely see going something like this. The question is, do I want Lingering Souls? I'm not sure I want Liliana the Veil. I think I'm going to cut Liliana the Veil for Lingering Souls. Because he's going to have Voices and Dorks to hit with the Liliana, the Edict. So I think it's going to be just better to have the Flying Pressure. Probably look to board the Ranger out in the draw. Would I like to play first? Yes, I would. All right, we have a good hand here. I'm pretty much... So, I don't have to Thought Seize on turn 1 because I can kill a Mana Dork anyways. So I think I'm going to look at the top card of my library, and if I don't like it, I'll probably fetch it away and Thought Seize. If I do like it... Because I can go... If I do like it, then I'll just pass and Tarfire his Mana Dork. Tarfire. I don't want the second Tarfire. I probably will want... I don't think I want the second Tarfire. I think a random draw is better than the second Tarfire. Formaldehyde Face. What an awesome name. Get Overgrown Tomb. What an awesome name. All right. Wow, he brought in a Sigarda. So we've got this covered. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Sigarda and just deal with Infinite Noble Hierarchs. Because he's going to get to this Sigarda with how this hand works. This makes me wish I would have brought in Flaying Tendrils more. I think I should have brought that in. Forest. Yep. Alright, we're flooding out a little bit. So, I guess here, I'm just going to play Shock at a... I'm going to get a Stomp. Well, I guess I'm just going to get a Blood Crypt. Play this and pass. Now, I'm not going to Tarfire this, because we know, like, he's got Crusader going on. Right, get rid of this. Here comes the Crusader. So he's got 2 nobles. Tarfire that. Wow, the Twisted Alerts are blowing up. Alright, let's look at the top card of our library. Actually, no, I'm going to make this a 4-4 anyways. So let's see what my opponent's drawing. Maybe I can... Voice. Gross. Alright, let's attack. God, Voice is so annoying. Decks like this where I wish I had a 3rd Battle Rage in my board. We get Stomping Ground here, so we'll just fully jund it up. So that, you know, any Ghost Quarter shenanigans doesn't cut us too bad. Claim Fame is like a 3 or 4 there, Fool's Daddy. It's just not, it's not what I wanted it to be. Okay. So, fun fact, my opponent doesn't block next turn. They are dead as a doorknob. I'm pretty sure they're dead as a doorknob no matter what. Like, we're in trouble if my opponent has Path to Exile. But hopefully they just tap out here, which it appears is what they're doing. Yeah, my opponent's dead. Because now we just get into combat. Fetch Shock 2. Yeah, so let's... So we're going to do 7 points of damage to ourselves, make this an 11-11, rage it out of the game. We don't even have to do this. You playing Tech, John? All right, so now we'll just rage. Deals 16. Doesn't make it Abzan. Fool's Daddy, thank you very much. The following is getting large. We got 45 followers today. Jesus. I really appreciate all the support. You guys are making this awesome. So, do I want Flaying Tendrils is like the big question. Is Lingering Souls going to be too slow on the draw? I think so. I don't think the more I think about it, the more I just don't want to grind this deck. I just want to kill this deck. Like I don't want to be. I just don't want to fool around with Lingering Souls. I think we're just gonna look to end the freaking game. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do here. All right, this hand's pretty good. We've got like, you know, pick your poison, disruption. On turn 1, we're gonna have a big Death Shadow, quick Death Shadow. So. No one wants to watch Star City Games Standard. I think Standard's sweet. You were right about that. All right. So once again, I think I'm going to... No, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to Thought Season on turn 1 because I don't want to just get like my hand caught in my pants if he plays a voice, and there's a time walk myself. So Mirror and Crusader on top. I'm talking about an ace card that is scary as shit. This is also why I don't think you can go less than 3 Tarfires in this deck. Like, Tarfire is just kind of like I feel like Tarfire is the glue that holds this deck together. Yeah. All right. So do I take a path? Do I take this path and then just 15, 12, 15, play Tarmogoyf next turn, Tarfire his moron? I kind of just want to take this path. Is that greedy? So how big is that make my Tarmogoyf? My Tarmogoyf comes 3/4. Next time I play Tarmogoyf, it's 3/4. I then hit this and it's a 5/6. And if I draw a land, I can play Tarmogoyf and Death Shadow. This is intense. I don't know what the right play is here. If you had one company, I would be pretty inclined to take it. But, like, I don't think I'm going to beat a company. I don't think I'm going to beat, like, a company if I don't have any pressure. This is double company. So if he gets here, I basically die. But then he's going to take my only real threat. Because right now this Death Shadow is not a real threat. I think I've got to take this path. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna take path. Yeah, I mean we're gonna make Homeboy answer me. Surprised he. I guess. Oh, there we go. So now we got Death Shadow going on. Oh, that's kind of a tilt. So I guess I can go Fetch Shock 13, play Death Shadow, or I can go Fetch Shock, play Tarmogoyf. Next turn, go. Yeah, I'm gonna play Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf's more mana efficient, and it's just more power on the board right now. I guess this Inquisition wouldn't have hit anyway, so who gives a shit? We have another one. Gumukandu? That's a cool name. Thank you very much. Here comes the Crusader. The big bad Crusader. So we have a pretty efficient turn here. Like, I mean, you know, no big deal. We're going to cast 3 spells. Hopefully this doesn't miss. It missed. And he got the land. This December was actually a pretty good draw, as it's going to let me, like, interact with a knight or something like that and grow my Death Shadow. Yeah, man, we got a lot of followers. Oh, shit! I looked through there and I didn't do it. Gosh darn it. No! Hey, it's because we make tight plays, like, click through our Magic Online. That's why everyone appreciates this stream. Alright, so we're just going to go to combat, and we're going to see if we can slog through these double companies. Alright, what do you got? Hopefully it's not a Mirror and Crusader. Got a Mirror and Crusader. Tilt. He's got Knight of the Reliquary on top. Let him block. See, if we had to play our Death Shadow next turn, we'd be attacking for so much damage. Okay, so I'm not gonna fire off this. I have to think here. Yeah, Claim to Fame was not great. I cut a little removal, but it just wasn't what we needed. So let me think here. How can I coerce my opponent to company on their main phase? Let's just pass here. Let's think. Just got another company. Jesus. Oh, is he got a company on the main phase? What a bro. Scavenging Ooze, Mirror and Crusader. Oh, we're gonna win. We are super going to win this game. He's got Knight of the Reliquary and one unknown. I guess we'll just bobble ourselves here, get a little more information. Godless Shrine. It's going to be find a way to do us damage. So let's get rid of this. And then Fetch Stomping Ground puts us to 3, makes us 10 power, makes us 17 power. We then lose. Yeah, he definitely did. Right, I kill him here because so I can make my Death Shadow 10/10. I can get 17 power on the board, but unfortunately I get rid of. I can get 17 power on the board. I'll Tendrils away. 4 power, so 13, yeah. God, what an easy game. Is my Stomping Ground? I should have checked to make sure my Stomping Ground was still in my deck. It is, okay. That was almost a super punt. Nice Mirror and Crusaders, bruh. Nice skill game. There we go. All right, let's get back to the next one. So I appreciate all you guys that have done the follow-in here. It's been like an amazing stream. I'd like to remind you guys that I am working here. I just got a subscription button, and I am working on trying to figure out how to become the best streamer that you guys want here. I'm mostly a modern player. I'm trying to play, get up on all the black-green decks. I kind of want to make that my wheelhouse. So it's kind of what I'm looking for. I stream 2 days a week. I stream Wednesday night and then Sunday night, and that's all going to change. And then kind of impromptu whenever I get the time to. Sounds great. All right, let's get an Overgrown Tomb with this land. No, I should have played this land, because it might be burned. I might not want to shock myself here. Next turn. Yeah, I mean, just tell me what you want to do. All right, so we're playing against, it appears we're playing against Grixis Death's Shadow. I kind of want to take this Dismember, because this Dismember is going to turn on his Death Shadow, and it's the only removal spell, so we're going to get rid of that. And we will pass the turn here. RY006 and Gabrielle XD, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. This is kind of where the rubber meets the road. You know, this is where we're gonna figure out because I don't think this matchup is as bad as everyone says it is, but it's always tough. We're going to be first to get our threat down. Takes Death Shadow. All right. That's a pretty good draw for the home team. Yeah, this is where, right here, this is kind of like nut up or shut up territory here. I cannot play this deck if I cannot handle Grixis Shadow. Cycle Street Wraith. Cycle Street Wraith again. Oh, that was a good hit. Takes my dismember. I can't imagine that he doesn't take anything. He might take Tarmogoyf if he's got a removal spell. Because he can go... Oh, he takes the Tarfire. Interesting. That seems odd. Thoughtseize, okay. So he's got Steam Vents, Death Shadow, 1 card. Hold that land. I guess so we can attack here. So if I attack, puts him to 3. Death Shadow's a 10-10. Goes to 1. This is what he was doing. Okay, he's going to shock himself to 1. So that I can't even dismember his Death Shadow in combat. Yeah, good play from my opponent. I'm attacking anyways. Yeah, so it was a good play from my opponent. They're like, I'm going to 1. Because they're going to shock play Death Shadow. And they don't want to, because they like, or I can just attack and then shrink their Death Shadow in combat. 65 followers, man. You guys are great. What an amazing day it's been. So yeah, homeboy goes to 1. So we're drawing to 3 Tarfires right now that are just good night. Okay, Angler. So he's got a stub. So we're gonna get the stub here. We're only gonna pay. We're not gonna pay any more life than we have to here. Yeah, I mean, if you know, Magic is sometimes that easy. Street Wraith. So if we cycle this, we die to a Fatal Push. We die to a Colonized Command Lightning Bolt. Yeah, dude. I should have fetched. Should have fetched. God, how do I do this? Would he have stubbed this last turn? Yeah, dude. Show me what you got. Oh, man. There is a Lord. Okay, so we're going to get the Pulse. We're going to get Lingering Souls. This is what we want here. We got him. And we want some number of all of these cards. I don't think we can shave on a couple Street Wraiths. We got to get the Teamer Battle Rages out of here. We can probably shave on a couple Tarfires, and I think we can shave on a couple Inquisitions. So that's 8. That's a clean switch here. So let's see what our deck looks like. Because it probably consists of 4 million 3-drops. Yeah, man, we've got like freaking 8. This is just way too many 3-drops. I don't think I can play all these. That's 8 3-drops. Like, I think I'm going to keep in an Inquisition and a Tarfire. Because Tarfire actually gets better post-sideboard because they have, whatever it is. They have, Tarfire gets better after sideboarding because they can have, whatever it is. Gosh, I can't think. Tarfire is better after sideboard because of Planeswalkers. I think that this is it's Steven, right? Spiegel, it's Steven, right? I think that's the problem with this deck and Lingering Souls, and is why I've shied away from. I don't think I'm going to play K Command in this deck at all, because these Lingering Souls, I think these Lingering Souls are better than K Command in the grindy matchups, except for against, and like I want it against Affinity. and it's alright against Eldrazi Tron. I think it's a fundamental flaw in the deck building of this deck. Maybe I need to move away from Maelstrom Pulse and have these be Abrupt Decays. Because Maelstrom Pulse is namely in there to handle huge Planeswalkers and oh, Jesus. You might not want all the Spell Bombs. I can go with 2 Spell Bombs. I'm cool with that. I think I want either an Inquisition or a Tarfire. I think I'm gonna go with another Inquisition. I don't think we want 3 Tarfires. Maybe these need to become Abrupt Decays. Because the 3 drops are just too much. Maybe they need to become Abrupt Decays or Terminates. Yeah, this is an absolutely fine hand here. Spiegel. Okay. Yeah, guys, 7 to you so far. I've traversed the Hovenwald. I am absolutely losing my mind here. It's been an absolutely fantastic stream. I don't even know. How are we doing in this stream? What are we? We on 3-0 train? Jesus Christ. I believe my opponent will take my Inquisition or my Spellbomb. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do. Yep. That's our best card in this matchup. So we're not going to do any fetching yet because our opponent might have their own Spellbomb, and if we can maybe protect some of our lands, that would be great. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Because he obviously has got to take Veil. And then I might be cracking Spellbomb on my turn. Oh, he doesn't take the Veil. He's probably got like a sauce. Top. Okay. Street Race. Top. What is he doing? I think I'm going to crack. So I don't think I'm going to play this Tarmogoyf. I think I'm going to leave my opponent knowing, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He would not have left this Liliana here if he had some way that can handle it. And then next turn I can go double threat. So I think in my opponent's upkeep, I'm going to bomb him. And I'm going to fetch before doing that. I'm going to fetch a Blood Crypt. I would like to harass my opponent's graveyard. Yes, he's got to have Stub. I think my opponent's hand is weak because they played this island. Turn off auto yields. Yeah, we're not going to play... Oh, okay. So, yeah, that makes sense. So, the next turn we go Death Shadow Tarmogoyf, or we just cast Lingering Souls. I kind of want to cast Lingering Souls in a turn where I can just... where he's holding up Stub. So, if my opponent's holding up Stub... No, because I'm still going to cast Tarmogoyf and Death Shadow. But if my opponent's holding up mana here, I think I'm going to... So, if I can tell my opponent's obviously holding up mana for some reason... then I'm very interested in playing Lingering Souls. But if they're just, we're playing here, I want a double spell. I think he's in deep shit here. He went bottom top, cycled Street Wraith, so he found something he wanted. It's probably that land, if I had to assume. You want to just F6 here? Bombs me. Okay. So it's definitely going to be able to harass my Tarmogoyf slightly, but... So we're definitely fetching our Godless Shrine here. Because if we don't fetch Godless Shrine, our opponent's going to know that we probably either drew a land or drew the Godless Shrine. And we're just going double threat action. We're using our mana, and we're putting the pressure on our opponent. The sweet thing is, even if our opponent bombs us, our Tarmogoyf's still a 4/5. It would be really gross if my opponent Liliana the Last Hope this Death Shadow. I probably would puke if that happened. Okay, push Tarmogoyf. What do we got here? We got a Delve card coming from our opponent. Looks like a big fish. It's Tasker. Okay. Looks like my opponent taps out for it. So I'm entitled to not cast my Lingering Souls until next turn because I'll have the ability to play it and flash it back. We get punished by a discard spell here, but I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into a holding pattern. And I believe that I'm going to fetch a land. I don't want to take 6 here. I think. Opponent found a land. Okay, so now they're going to be able to start activating their Tasker. Why would he push Goyf if he had dealt? Yes, I actually agree with that answer, Gaming. He should have, because Tarmogoyf it actually was bigger than Tasker at that point, so that could have been a reason. Okay, so now he has to block, or he's dead, unless he has a removal spell. All right. We have a Terminate as it is less mana efficient. Okay, so I think I'm just going to take 1 here and get my Swamp, and then I'm going to play in Flashback Lingering Souls. And then I don't know, I wonder if he boarded Staticaster in, because he didn't see white in game 1, if I remember correctly. Let me see, I just missed some alerts there. Let me get back to them. Bardnar and Pari Hasep. I'm so bad. I'm sorry if I mixed up your names. Janawasku, Sakula, I think I got him. Thank you very much. Appreciate your support. Okay, so we knew that. We knew that was going to happen. So now he can cast another Tasker. Oh no, he bombs me. Okay. Then we got him on 2-turn clock. Guys, it's been an absolutely amazing stream. Looks like the follower goal button broke because it's just been so awesome. Another bomb. The Bomb Diggity. And he does not have another fetch. He does not have another basic. What do you got, sir? Show me the goods. Surgical. Surgical. This card is god-awful in these matchups. This card should be nowhere near your deck here. Like, Surgical is the most overboarded Magic card of all time. It is god-awful in all fair matchups. Like, if you learn anything from this stream, if I can help anybody in any way whatsoever, do not bring your Surgical Extractions in these mirrors. Never, ever do it. Thought Scour. I agree, and it's not even like it's sort of Magical Christmas Land against combo decks. I actually don't even think Surgical should be a part of the sideboard of many decks in Modern right now. There we go. Oh man, are we playing for the 5-0? Oh wow. Oh, Legacy is different. Legacy, you'll like die if you don't. Remember, guys, that you'll be able to catch this on my YouTube channel. Here, I'm gonna be uploading these and putting them on YouTube. That's Modern though. Like I think I just missed a couple draw steps. Look at the followers came back on. So you can support my content here by just hitting the follow button like you all are. And I'd like to remind you all again, I do have the subscribe button now. So, you know, if you really like what you see and want to make sure it keeps happening, if you want me to branch out into, I want to play all black-green decks. I want to play Traverse. I want to play all kinds of Death Shadow, including Grixis. I'm going to have Grixis on here before long. I want to play Jund, because I know there's a lot of diehard Jund fans. I want to play Abzan. Like, I want access. I want to make this like the black-green stream. Like, this is where, if you want to see black-green content, like, this is where you want to be. That's what we're striving to do here. Traverse the Hovey Wall, thank you very much. You missed it. We're going to count Grixis because it's just a very fantastic deck. And I should be, like, I would say that, I'm not sure, I think it's the best deck. I'm not sure by how much it's the best deck, but I should know what's going on with that deck. And I owe it to my teammates as being like a good teammate. I owe it to them to check this, to play that deck. I would play Gitrog Commander. All right, so I don't think we can keep this hand. We just have no cantrips. We have a lot of removal though. This is interesting. I'm gonna take a picture of this. So this hand here has every kind of interaction that we could be looking for. Like, we have discard, removal. But if we're playing against a combo deck, where these cards could be dead, and then we're dead. So I think we're going to ship it. Our opponent also mulliganed. I've been applying for sponsorships. If I get these sponsorships, I would like to branch into Legacy. I enjoy playing Legacy. I've only done it a couple times. It seems like a lot of fun. So I'd be very interested in some kind of soul tie deck, I think that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to be doing with my Legacy life. Also remind you guys that if you have Twitch Prime gives you a free sub. Opponent's lost connection. I think while I'm doing this, I'm going to run to the bathroom. Here. That's my 61 card 5-color shadow deck. That's how it should be. Abzan Traverse. Nope. This is what we're doing right here. So if you guys want to look at that, I'll be right back. All right, we are back in business. You knew Dylan before he was famous. I would hardly consider myself famous. This land, I think how this land's, like, this could easily become a Ranger game. I think I'm going to put this on top here. Soul Tie would be good in Legacy. It's basically the best version of Jun. Yeah, like, I want to play, like, if somebody told me I could play Junmirs with Brainstorm, like, I'm all about that. John, you get your checkbook out here. What the fuck? Forbidden Orchard? I have no idea. All of a sudden, this does not look like a Ranger game. What is this? What modern decks play Forbidden Orchard? Yeah, I want some Leo in my life. All right, I'm going to fetch for a Blood Crypt. I have no idea. What is this? Is this like a Kari Zev's Expertise deck? I thought that deck like got fixed, so it didn't work. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna consider this a combo deck. I should have lived with Bloodstained Mire to like hide what I'm doing in my life. What is this? God, I'm feeling I'm gonna like piss myself. It's giving me a dude. We might have a million treasure chests to look at here. Gives me a guy. This has got to be like a Kari Zev's Expertise. It's got to be an Expertise deck. But don't the Expertise not work like that anymore? What? Is this So at least they missed the land. Is it an Intruder Alarm deck? That was like literally... They take damage to you based on your creatures. I have no idea. If anybody wants to link me, like what is going on here, I would be all about that. At least next turn, we're going to be able to play Liliana the Veil, which is kind of like our Crusher here. Is he a Living End deck? I don't want to cast. If it's Living End, I don't want to cast my Liliana. It's like real talk. Do I cast my Liliana? I don't think so. Yeah, Yeah, I think I have to end this game. Fun fact, I do kill my opponent if I draw a Team or Battle Rage next turn. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of free, right? They wrath the board. Like, they already play cards like Beast Within. So maybe he just wants a duel. Team or Battle Rage, I kill my opponent. So I can do 4, 6. So I'm going to be able to pump my Death Shadow by 5. It's a 6/6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, side note, who here is amped for Game of Thrones tonight? My opponent's crying. I have no sympathy for my opponent. I have no sympathy for decks like this. I am so amped for Game of Thrones. Oh, shit, I don't have another fetch land. Tilt. I guess it's still a 2-turn clock. I am so amped for Game of Thrones tonight. Like, Game of Thrones, we're potentially on the Game of Thrones 5-0 hype train right now. Like, motherfucker, they call me Jon Snow. Okay, so confirmed, we are playing Living End. Discard. He's got to have, like... But I think I saw her stop at what's his name's uncle's base. I don't even remember. I'm gonna have to watch like a little recap from last season. Teamer Battle Rage. One time. Best day ever. Seriously. I think I'm just gonna do this. I have no idea what's going on. All right, opponent just is like, I'm over it. That's my opponent's right. All right, so these Liliana the Veils have got to be god-awful. This Eidolon of Rhetoric is insane. Oh my god, that's insane. I don't think Ranger's good. I think Spellbomb's good. Tarfire's not great, but it's just kind of, we just kind of need the Delirium love here. Fatal Push is god-awful. Maelstrom Pulse is probably better than that. Yeah, dude. Look, that's modern, though. Like, you're going to play those decks that are insane, but will shit on you. And I have absolutely zero sympathy for my opponent. Zazel, well said, man. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm pretty amped. This is going to be up on YouTube later. Turn into it. I'm just going to be a YouTube star. I just want to be like, get out of here. With my opponent doing this, like, I have zero sympathy for you. This is like the same thing I feel like for when my opponents play, like, so somebody in Legacy. All right, let's say somebody in Legacy sits there and whines. I probably have a better card in my deck than this Fatal Push. I guess we'll play a Miser's Lingering Souls. Like, it's like when somebody sits there in Legacy and says like, when I flooded out. I just want to be like, dude, play fucking cantrips. Like, I don't want to hear, like, anything about your draws when you can play cantrips. I'm going to ship this hand, unfortunately. Heater. So we're going to play turn 1, Niles Spellbomb. Oh, looks like my camera's a little messed up. Should be down a little more, I think. So he's just like... fucking weird mana dot deck. All right. Do I want another land? I'm going to need another land eventually. If we want to play towards Eidolon, I am going to need another land because it's going to get me there and it's going to turn Death Shadows on. So let's cycle this before fetching. Small sequencing thing. Well, that was pretty dang decent. It appears we're going to have the game here, or like we're going to have time at least. Black, white, probably. Just so we have it. Show me the goods, my friend. All right, Wear Tear, useless. Violent Outburst is what we're taking. Sure, dude. Like, wear tear my freaking whatever it is, my spell bomb. Why the fuck does he have wear tear? I mean, okay, so my opponent could be sitting there playing around lay on the void. Also, like, side note, I hate how Magic Online does this. How it takes up 3 card slots for 1. Opponent's tanking about whether or not they should actually cycle this. Okay. Good play. I think next turn... I'm just going to play 1 Spell Bomb with the understanding that I'm probably just going to crack it in order to get Delirium. Opponent's tanking. What is he going to, like, Simian Spirit Guide, Greater Gargadon, or Simian... No, what's the stupid card? The red cycling one. He lost connection. Great. All right. Might as well jump back over here. This is another deck that I want to go back to eventually. So here's, like, was my latest version of Abzan Traverse. I think the deck was pretty good. I liked it a lot. It's another thing that I'm thinking about for SCG Richmond. So this is kind of another thing. Let's update with versions in collection. It's confirmed we have these. So I think this is another deck that I'm going to be looking back into, and I'd like to stream this deck soon. Desert Ceradon. John, you're always coming through. You are the real MVP. Man, we're going to get 8 treasure chests at least. We're up a game with a chance at our 9th treasure chest, or 16 treasure chests. What am I going to do with my life with 16 treasure chests? Probably with 16 treasure chests, I actually have to, like, use them. So, John, my Magic collection online is not, you know, the biggest. So I've actually just kind of moved in between decks. I can't afford to have all the black-green decks in paper and in line. I want to try a version of Death Shadow to play some Grim Flare. Like, I'm a huge fan of that card. That card's my boy. Gemstone Mine. Pass. Sure. That's my opponent's right. Sick. There's our land we're going to need. Okay, so we're going to get this into play. No. We're going to get this into play. And I think we're just going to hold on it. 16 chests, yeah. That's what we're going to be looking for. Do I want to play both? So it's going to be a 2-turn setup process anyways. So I don't think I'm going to. Look at this. Like, I just don't really want to talk to this guy. John, I'll trade you Death Shadow deck if you want to play it, man. I trust you. If you ever want to play a Death Shadow deck, man, just send me a message. You said, like you said, you were here before the famousness happened. If that's what we're going to call this. So I'm starting to think that, like, so when people talk about how Death Shadow, is my opponent just losing it again? Like, what? When people start talking about, like, I'm just gonna go back to here, especially for the recording here. When people talk about how Grixis Death Shadow is way better than Jund Death Shadow, I think that is because it's slightly better in the mirrors. Like, it's a little more inbred. And I think people also, people have this problem where they think that they have to, where people have to play blue cards. Destroy, all right. This seems aggressive. Where people have to play blue cards because that is what's, like, right to do. And I don't think that's true at all. Like, I actually think that what is this? They're cycling this dude. Okay. I think people just sit there and they play blue cards because they think they're really good, and like that's what they should be doing. And it really, when it comes down to it, I think you can play good with any cards no matter what. I think Stub's fine. I think Rejection's very good. All right, so if I cycle this, I'm definitely, so let's start off by going like this. If I just Maelstrom Pulse my opponent's lands, that would be sick. I think Rejection's good right now. I think Stub is take it or leave it. Like, Stub has its days. Are we going to make it to 100 followers for the stream today? God, my opponent is just making this such a quality, like, viewing experience. So we get Overgrown Tomb here. Cycle, play Death Shadow. I don't care about leaving a mana up for this, because if I'm going to win the game here if I just get this Eidolon into play. And then after I traverse here, I'll cycle Street Wraith. Eidolon. I like this card. The more I play with this card, the more I like it. So now we have a clock and double disruption. What do we got? What do you got? Come on. Oh, I just missed somebody that said they traversed. Train your puts. Biohazard, JK, Genix, Elswan, all of you guys that I've just missed that happened earlier. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. You guys are great. I like how we're going to be able to play this Eidolon with we're going to be able to play that and have the Spellbomb back up. So we really are in a pretty commanding spot here. It does appear that we are going to make it with a 5-0. We're going to 5-0. I'm going to do Cartwheel here. I'm starting to lose my voice. Jeez. I guess we've been up. I guess I've been streaming for about 3 hours and 20 minutes. This league will be the end here, like, of it today. If anybody, I'll put the deck list up here if you guys want to take a picture or anything like that. But it's like this is going to be it for me today after this match here. I'm a little mentally tired. Like, it'll be eight matches of Magic is a lot. I think I kind of want to keep my life. I don't think there's any need for me to start aggressively fetch shocking with this. I guess if I fetch shock, I make it a 3-turn clock, which is worth it. And we're going to have double Form of Hate right now. I guess we'll get another red source. This is also this is kind of cool here, this little combo, because having the Eidolon in play with the Spellbomb, I can only cast one spell, but this Spellbomb is almost like sort of cheating that. I guess I theoretically didn't have to. I could have fetched the basic. There we go. There we go. The 5-0 Dream. Look at this. Holy shnikes. All right, guys. Like I said, I really appreciate all the support here. Put the deck up for one more second. I think this is a really solid list. I think you've got like the little creatures / burnout plan. Tarfire is just the kind of the glue that holds this deck together. You got 2 fatal pushes. that could be 3. You could switch a Tarfire for a Fatal Push, and like I wouldn't be mad at you. I think the Rages are really important. I think the Rages are great. The Dreadbore is kind of, a little bit of a catch-all. The main deck Ranger is kind of whatever. Like I think I could take it or leave it here. I like it. It gives me reach in the control matchups and the Grixis decks. The Dismembers are great. Yeah. So I really appreciate everybody for hanging out today, and I hope you all. I think Jund Death Shadow is where you want to be, to tell you the truth. I think if you learn how to play it, I think if you take your time, I think you can beat the Grixis decks. I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is. I think it's a fair matchup. I really do. So, once again, I appreciate everyone showing up. I'll be uploading this onto my YouTube channel, which is in the link down below. So, again, I hope everyone has a great day and a good week, and I will be back Wednesday night. See you guys later.